gameranx presents the top 10 new MMORPGs of 2016. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get started off with number 10. Camelot Unchained is considered to be a spiritual successor to the original Dark Age of Camelot and had a massively successful Kickstarter campaign raising over $2 million. Camelot Unchained aims to keep it really old school, really simple, and focusing on PvP with like a 3-faction type system. Despite keeping it old school, it's got some interesting elements to it, and the alpha phase showed off some really cool looking character designs that are really out there. This one can be very interesting, so keep your eye on it. And at number 9, we have Shroud of the Avatar, Forsaken Virtues. This is a fantasy-style RPG considered the successor to the Ultima series. The thing that makes Shroud of the Avatar different on our list is that you can there's an option to play it completely single player. This game is being developed by legendary game director Richard Garriott, and the game looks to be extremely massive. Although you can play single player, there is a lot of multiplayer aspects here, including PvP and PvE. And this game doesn't limit players to class selections. You can basically develop any type of skills that your heart desires. And you're able to formulate your player that way. This is a world that you can completely live in. You can hunt, fish, open up shops, and of course, craft a bunch of stuff. This is an incredibly ambitious game that is hoping to squeak a release by in 2016, and we're looking forward to it. And at number 8, we have Tree of Savior. This is going to be a completely free-to-play MMO. And this one has an interesting twist because it's based on Lithuanian culture and mythology, which you don't really hear about in video games very often. Tree of Savior looks to bring back that isometric view style in MMORPGs, and it has a fantasy-style setting. For you old-school kids out there, it's being made by the people who made Ragnarok, and that should excite you. And at number 7, we have Lineage Eternal. This game is completely vast, being client-based on PC and also running on Android, iOS, and Windows RT. The game doesn't actually have a 2016 release date, but it is having an early beta test planned for 2016, so we're putting it on this list. We had to make some exceptions here and there. This one is being developed by the famous company NCSoft, who kind of knows what they're doing in the MMORPG game. This is a successor to the original Lineage game, and combat and actions in this game are engaged through kind of dragging and clicking your mouse, and kind of dragging or drawing different symbols to make actions in the game. This is a hack and slash combat game with strategic use of actually commanding soldiers and navigating the environment, so it's pretty mixed. It's got an isometric view and it looks absolutely gorgeous. The art style here is pretty cool. And at number 6, we have Blade and Soul, yet another game being published by NCSoft. This was a game that was absolutely huge overseas in Asia and mostly Korea, and thanks to popular demand, it's finally being localized for English and being published in North American countries. And I have spent some time with Blade and Soul, and it's actually pretty damn good. It does a lot of interesting things, not only the style and the setting, being kind of like ancient Chinese mystical wushu inspired, but also the combat is pretty interesting, and character traversal is very unique in how you can click a button and kind of Dragon Ball Z your way around the environment. You can also glide and run around the world, and the upgrading crafting system is really cool because you can just focus on one weapon and just build it up to make it your legendary weapon instead of ditching it for some better loot. It's got some really unique aspects to it, and I think it's probably definitely worth trying out, so that's why it made it on our list. And at number 5, we have Star Citizen. This hugely ambitious game was kickstarted a few years ago, and now it's aiming for a 2016 release, but this game is notorious for being pushed back further and further. That being said, if it does come out in 2016, it looks totally freaking awesome. This game was hugely successful in crowdfunding for a reason. It's made by legendary developers inspired by a legendary space game, and the ability to make your own ship and fly across the galaxy and do whatever you want just sounds so appealing to so many people. We're really hoping that it comes out in 2016. I don't know. If you ask me, I'm kind of doubtful, but whenever the hell it does come out, I'm playing it because a good old space sim MMORPG sounds pretty awesome. And at number 4, we have Lost Ark Online. As of right now, this game is being developed, beta tested, and published in Korea, but the developers are aiming to publish it in other territories eventually. Lost Ark is a really big and isometric style MMORPG with 18 different classes. They haven't announced all of them yet, but so far there are Battlemaster, Devil Hunter, Arcana, Warlord, Infighter, Summoner, and Berserker. A lot of those are pretty self-explanatory, and I'm pretty sure you know what they're gonna do. There's not a lot of information on it out there, but there is some lengthy gameplay clips online, and you can check out the battle system in action. It looks pretty fast-paced, action-packed, and there's swords and guns. What's better than that? Also, the environments look super cool, and of course you can go fishing in this game, because what is an MMORPG without some fishing? And at number 3, we have World of Warcraft Legion. This is the 6th World of Warcraft expansion, and this time around it raises the level cap from 100 to 110. The game will have different artifact weapons for each class's specializations, and a new area added to the map called the Broken Isles, which is apparently one of the biggest new landmasses yet. There's a new Demon Hunter hero class that looks super badass, and the game's gonna start out with 5 new dungeons and 2 raids. Aside from that, there's gonna be some tweaks to the existing classes, but ultimately you're just getting a lot more World of Warcraft to play, some new story to enjoy, and a totally new landmass to explore. What's better than that? That's always a good reason to jump back into WoW, so that's why it's high up on our list, because WoW is still one of the best out there. And at number 2, we have Albion Online. Albion Online is currently in closed beta, but it's aiming for an end of 2016 release. This game is going to be running on PC, iOS, and Android. And it's a fantasy-style game with some pretty cool graphics that keep things light and colorful. The developers are doubling down here, giving the game a lot of lore and stuff like that. It is being made by Sandbox Interactive. But the thing I'm most excited for is the cross-platform play. It's going to be running on Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android at the same time, running the same worlds. I don't know about you, but that's pretty dope. It's pretty cool to be able to play this game on my iPhone or my Android phone, and knowing that I'm still playing in a real, tangible, and legit MMORPG world. That alone is pretty damn cool, and that's why it earned the spot at number 2. And at number 1, we have Black Desert Online. This is a big old sandbox-oriented MMORPG made by a Korean developer, and this game is massive and ambitious. I don't know if you guys have seen the character creator, but the character creator alone should show you that this game is completely made to give players the tools to do anything they want in this world. It's vast. It's kind of a marketing term, but it's considered the first next-gen MMORPG, but it's got a lot of impressive stuff. Seamless loading, no loading times. The characters can have parkour traversal, day and night cycles with different weather effects, massive and in-depth player housing, which is really cool. And not only are the worlds absolutely huge, but the graphics look pretty damn good. That's all I really need to jump into a world like this. Black Desert Online is really exciting, and that's why it earns the top spot. We've also got 2 other potential 2016 MMORPGs, including Crowfall and EverQuest Next. So guys, those are 10 of the best MMORPGs of 2016 that are going to be worth playing, or at least checking out. Most importantly though, MMORPG fans, we want to know in the comments what games you're into in 2016. If they haven't released yet, do you have your eye on that special one that you're going to jump into? Let's talk about it down in the comments below. Of course, if you guys like this video and want to see more videos on this type of topic, clicking the like button helps us out and it helps you. But subscribing is a good idea if you're new, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.